Good morning.
Morning. Hello.
Hello. You're in a different location.
You are seeing my bedroom today, actually, which doesn't happen often.
Um, actually, so last night we had a murder mystery, which was so much fun. We did like a virtual murder mystery with my team. And one of the clues had to do with the bedroom. And so on Zoom, the guy made fun of me because I was in my bedroom.
You're like, but I live in my bedroom. That's
He's like, well, there's a bed. I was like, this is my office, sir.
very proper.
Because the actors were so good.
Oh my gosh, they were ridiculous.
Yeah, they were so, so good. Anyway, we want to get into it today because today is an important topic, talking about how your brand is not the same thing as the problem that you solve. And I think that people get confused. And at the end of the day, you have to solve a problem. You have to sell to the gap. You have to communicate that you can get them a specific result. And I think that with practitioners and coaches, especially with coaches,
Yes.
that is a really challenging thing. And I want to use an example. So we have a client, and so she was saying that she wants to work with moms with younger children under 5 who are done with the idea of dieting and weight loss, and they want to be healthy, but they don't know what that means or looks like if they aren't on a diet. Okay. And so in my mind, I'm like, cool, dieting and weight loss, great. So they want to be done with dieting and weight loss, except they want to lose weight.
The outcome is
The
still
outcome is still weight loss.
yes.
Right? The outcome is still weight loss. And so what she's saying is what she wants to teach them, that movement and exercise are not a form of currency for more calories or more food. Fair,
Awesome.
right? Fair. Movement is about feeling good in your body and being able to keep up with your kids. And then we went down and we said, okay, what's the one specific problem? And she's saying that the one specific problem is I have no life or personality outside of being a mom. And that's where I went, hold up, wait a minute, right?
Yes.
Hold up, wait a minute, because that's not the problem.
Nope.
Like, that is an aspect of how this ideal client is feeling.
Yes.
But that's not the problem that they are looking to this person to solve.
Right. You can't measure that outcome in like quantifiable terms. If you're having a hard time figuring out the problem, can you measure the outcome of what you think the problem is?
Right.
This one you can't in that capacity.
Right. And so it's really interesting because, you know, when I look at the desired outcome, it's like, I want to have a hobby that I love. I want to feel confident again. I want to feel happy. And I think that this is why I don't want to have to worry about what clothes will fit in my closet. I want to have energy again. And I think this is why a lot of people have problems.
Yes.
It's because your brand and your content that you talk about is not the same thing as the problem that you solve. It's really, really challenging for practitioners and coaches to nail down a specific problem and then create a methodology to solve that problem.
Yeah.
She can talk about all those things in her marketing.
Yes.
Like she can talk about her struggles, about losing her identity, and that's going to attract ideal clients to her.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, she still has to talk about why it's challenging to lose weight, why it's hard to get out of that diet mentality, and how is she going to help them get out of that diet mentality? How is she going to help them learn to use nutrition and movement in a way that's going to get them out of the diet cycle and lose weight?
Yes.
Because through that transformation, that's where they're going to reconnect to themselves by doing the work. That's where, unless, and Laura said this morning, unless she's a life coach.
Yes,
that's going to life coach them through this. This particular client is not. She's a personal trainer.
Yes.
And so you really have to look at what is the problem that your people want solved, and then you have to solve it.
Yes.
You can't dance around it.
Yes.
Then you have to solve it, and you have to say, you're struggling to achieve this result because you don't have a clear goal, because you don't have a plan, because you're dieting, you're depriving yourself. This is what's happening to your metabolism. You're overdoing cardio. This is what's happening. You're underdoing cardio. This is what's happening. You're not doing the right movements and the right thing. Like, all of that other stuff is still so important.
Yes.
But that's part of your branding content.
That's how you attract that person that you most want to solve the problem for, right? Like, that's how they come into your world.
Yeah. It's not either or, it's and.
It's both.
It's both. You have to talk about, losing yourself as a mom and the transformation that your body went through and how that felt, and sharing that side of yourself, right? And all of the different trial and error that you did while you were trying to reclaim your body and get back to a body that felt good and strong and confident. You can use those words. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Right? It still means strong, confident. In the ICA's mind, it's still weight loss.
Absolutely it is.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right? And so what we want you to think about is, what is the actual problem that you solve?
Measurable.
Well, and even if that's confidence, you have to take them from where they are. Yeah. What is the outcome? Mm-hmm. And that is such a thing that practitioners and coaches struggle with.
Yes.
Is that clarity of outcome? Because I promise you, if this is the way that this particular client, which she's obviously our client, so we're going to, help her out with this and give her, specific sort of structure and feedback in this, right? Because her group name is Build Your Mom's Strength with Confidence, right? Her masterclass is 3 strategies I use to break up with postpartum diet and love my body.
Yes.
Right? She wants to change it to 3 secrets to finding health after becoming a mom. And I'm going to advise her against it.
Yes.
I'm going to advise her against it. And she can do what she wants with that. But I would advise her against that, because that's not what this particular ICA wants. They're not wanting overall health.
No.
They are wanting to change their body. What they're going to get is overall health, but we have to give them the solution to the problem that they have, that they want to fix.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that you're not going to make them healthy. That doesn't mean you need to feed into this culture or that culture or whatever it is. But it's like when you go into a store and you are looking for toilet paper, you're not buying all the things. You're buying toilet paper.
And there's nothing more frustrating than walking into a store and saying, "Excuse me, where is your toilet paper?" And the person saying, "Actually, toilet paper is highly bleached and very detrimental to the environment. Would you be okay if instead I sold you reusable washcloths?" You're like, "I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just buy the toilet paper?"
Yeah.
Please.
And it's really interesting because she says, I've now had something other than so 4 clients complete the program and all have said some version of, and that they have something other than weight loss and my body to focus on. I started an old activity again, done projects, and that's amazing. And this is also where I think people get stuck.
Yes.
Right? You're looking at the testimonials and the outcomes that your program delivers, and you want to sell that at the forefront, but they're not at that level of awareness.
Yes.
And those people probably wouldn't have enrolled had you not sold them the solution to the problem that they feel that they have at the outset.
Yes, it's different.
You're giving them what they need inside, and that's amazing. and you can speak to it as part of your marketing. But when it comes to the direct enrollment and them whipping out their credit card and spending $1,500 or $2,000, they want to know that their primary concern at that point in their level of readiness and their level of awareness is being solved.
Yes.
At that point, if you were to ask them, do you want a new hobby? Do you want help? They'd be like, no, I want this. That's not what I need.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. Can you fix my hormones, please? And you're like, but, boundaries and time management. And they're like, yeah.
But fix this.
But just, can you fix this?
Yeah.
Right? Can you fix this? Because it's like, another example that just popped into my head. It's like, if you have a leaky faucet, right?
Yeah.
You have a leaky faucet and you call the plumber, right? Right now, my faucet and my sink drain, it's clogged.
Okay.
In my kitchen, and I have to call a plumber.
Okay.
Right? Because I've tried the drain, I've tried all the things, it doesn't work. I've tried the snake, the thing is crooked, I can't get it down. Okay. Right? Cool. So I have to call the plumber, and the plumber's going to come over, and I'm like, yo, plumber, can you just unclog my sink? Just fix it.
Fix
and
it.
He's like, well, your water is hard, and your this is hard, and this should really be like this, and we need to relay out your kitchen. I'm like, yo, unclog my sink, please. Fix the problem. Then talk to me about everything else, but also let's just fix my problem.
Yes. Yes. He has to meet you where you're at.
Yeah. And so we're trying to market to people with your brand when they've already worked with you, and that doesn't work.
Yes.
That doesn't work. You're missing the mark.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing the mark. And with all the respect, whether you know that you're doing it or not, it's not actually helpful.
Nope.
It's not helpful to speak over where somebody's at. It's like you're not validating their concern.
Yes.
You're saying, well, you shouldn't be concerned about your weight. You should be concerned about confidence and empowerment. Like, you're telling them what they should be concerned about. And that's not okay.
That doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good being told your concerns are petty.
Right. Or small, or they shouldn't be, or you shouldn't really care about weight loss or the number on the scale when that's really all they care about, because they haven't gone through any level of transformation in a container that can actually transform them, which is why you need them in your program. And so the branding is talking about that. You're planting seeds. Your marketing content is there to plant seeds that maybe there is something past the number on the scale, or past the acne on the skin, or, putting those little seedlings into their mind to be like, yeah, but at the end of the day, do you know what they're whipping out their credit card for? Solving the problem that hurts their heart.
Yes.
That's what they're whipping out their credit cards for. Solve the problem that makes them cry.
Yep.
Because I promise you, it's not that they don't cry over the lack of being empowered.
No.
That's not what they're crying over.
Nope.
Right? They're crying over their skin. They're crying over their debilitating migraines. They're crying over their farts that smell.
Yeah.
That's what they're crying over.
Yeah.
What makes your ideal client cry?
Yeah. And fix that. Fix that for them.
Yeah. Fix that.
Fix that for them. That's when people will stop having financial objections. When you highlight that, and they understand that when they work with you, the outcome is they stop crying over the thing because the thing goes away.
And the cherry on top is all those little extras that they don't know that they need, that you're going to give them.
Yes. And at the end, yes, they're going to value those things probably more than the initial transformation, but they would not have even come in had you tried to sell them those things.
Right. We'll end on that note, because this is what we see, and we try and we say it, and we're just going to keep saying it in 1,000 different ways until it resonates with all y'all, because this is the thing, right? This is the thing. It's like, and again, I'm going to say this with all the respect, but we see it, so I'm going to say it. You think their problem is insignificant or petty, and therefore you want to sell them on what you think is valid or what they should want and need.
Uh-huh.
instead of just being like, I understand.
Uh-huh.
Your self-worth is tied to the scale. Let me help you lose weight so that you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Do you want that? Yes? Cool. And then in your program,
Yes.
that's where you like change their mindset. But you can't do that unless they work with you. Can't do that. Right? Their problems are their problems, and it is not for us to judge them.
Nope. It is
It
not.
is for us to do the work to deeply understand what they believe their most painful problem is, and then for us to put something together that solves that for them and more.
Yes.
And when you can do that, you will be successful. Because you're solving their problem. That's what we keep saying. Just solve their problem, not what you believe
Their problem.
their problem according to them,
Yes.
not their problem according to you.
Yes.
And that's hard. That's hard. I don't want to dismiss that.
Yes.
That is hard. Like, we spend a tremendous amount of time inside of the 10K success system with clients going back and forth and back and forth. And with all the respect, sometimes practitioners and coaches, we actually leave it and we're like, okay, it's your business. If you want to stay this general,
Yes.
right? If you want to stay this general, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when people aren't resonating with you and no one's commenting and no one's engaging and no one's replying back and no one's buying, you're going to come back and you're going to be like, something's wrong. And we're like, yeah, you're trying to solve health.
And
that's what's wrong.
And that happens, and we go back and we narrow it down more.
Yeah.
That's
because when people go into a store to buy toilet paper, they buy toilet paper. And then maybe they also buy other things.
Yeah.
But they buy toilet paper. Unless you're like me and then you go into the store and you get so distracted that you forget to buy the damn toilet paper and then you have to go back 2 times.
Yeah.
And you buy all the other things.
Yeah.
But what made you go to the store? Toilet paper.
Yep.
What's making somebody come and wanting to work with you? Toilet paper. What's your toilet paper?
Yep.
What's the problem of toilet paper? They ran out of toilet paper. What's that? This is why we do what we do.
Yes.
And guide you through that so that you don't have to experience that pain and frustration on your own.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, tomorrow, it's our last one.
It's our last one.
Our last one before the big H.
The big H. I know what that is now. I didn't last time you talked about it. Now,
the big Xmas.
On it.
The big H. So we'll have maybe a little celebration tomorrow. You know what would be fun? And I'm going to post this. This just came to me. We'll do a wins. We'll just do like a massive wins everything. So for those of you watching live, bring your wins tomorrow. We're going to have a party. We're going to have like, you know, when they do like in school and they do like the Friday before the holidays because the teachers are like, there's no way, kids. We'll do that tomorrow.
Oh, do you want to wear Christmas pajamas?
No.
Oh,
you can. You know what? Maybe Alexis has. I was like, I don't have Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. But
I feel like we should dress up. Like the
kids.
I'll dress up. Be festive. Okay.
Sure. I'll do my very best.
All right.
Okay. We'll see you all tomorrow.